Welcome to the presentation. This is a presentation about how the Eden Project can utilise chatbots to enhance educational learning, and this is an overview of what the presentation will be covering. The Eden Project is an educational charity and social enterprise that seeks to educate visitors about the natural environment and sustainability. It's located near St Austell in Cornwall and has been open since March 2001. Since then, they've had over 20 million visitors come and learn about plants from all over the world. The idea is to create an educational chatbot for the Eden Project. Chatbots are a form of conversational artificial intelligence that can use audio or text inputs and natural language processing to respond to user queries whilst emulating a conversation in a human way. Chatbots are already widely used in business today, particularly via their websites or social media conversations. The market for chatbots is expected to keep on growing from $2.6 billion in 2019 to $9.4 billion by 2024. This represents an exciting opportunity for the Eden Project. The idea is that they can use a chatbot called Eve on Facebook Messenger or an app to help educate visitors. It will act as a channel to spread information, answer any questions, and be a personal tour guide to each visitor, allowing them to access as much information as they would like. Age group tailorization will ensure each age group receives the most appropriate level and type of information. Please pause the presentation to read this exemplar conversation between Eve and a visitor at the Eden Project. At the heart of the Eden Project is their commitment to educating visitors of all ages. Currently, they use activities, displays, and experiences within the site to encourage this learning. As the purpose of Eve is to encourage educational learning, this would align with their values and help them achieve their mission. The Eden Project were recently awarded a $1.16 million grant by the government to bring new technological innovations to the Eden Project, including virtual and augmented reality and a 360-degree video technology as part of their 5G network plans. They want to stream high-quality content via their website and social media to reach an even wider audience all around the world. Eve could fit into this by allowing these virtual visitors the opportunity to ask questions, as they cannot ask staff members like normal visitors. Therefore, Eve could be perfect to fill this gap, and it would complement their other plans. The benefits of educational chatbots are that they encourage interactive and proactive learning. Users are encouraged to proactively engage with Eve by asking questions, and information is portrayed in an interactive way. Some studies have found that interactive learning can be 6 times more effective in helping people learn information than traditional methods. Therefore, this could help them achieve their educational aims more effectively. Chatbots can increase engagement as it's an interactive learning tool. This can be especially useful for children who cannot fully understand information on the pre-existing science, as it can provide information in an easily digestible, fun format. A Microsoft study found that educational institutions using technological innovations such as chatbots had already experienced a 16% increase in engagement, and it's predicted that this will rise to 40%. Therefore, this could help increase engagement and learning at the Eden Project. The first challenge they face is cost. Cost estimations vary, but it's likely that it could cost anywhere between €30,000 to €70,000 or more. As the Eden Project is a social enterprise, this could be financially difficult to raise, especially as recent COVID lockdowns have meant that their income has been dropped significantly. One potential way to overcome this barrier is to see whether they could use money from their £1.16 million grant, although this would depend on whether it would conflict with stipulated terms. The next challenge is lack of expertise. Eve would need to be a deep learning chatbot, as this would allow her to give the most accurate answers and be better at interpretation. This type of chatbot involves several complex programming around their natural language processor and their algorithms. Therefore, this may be difficult for the Eden Project to achieve alone. A way to overcome this would be for the Eden Project to partner up with a technology company with the necessary capabilities. This is something the Eden Project has done before, and they are currently working with AQR and Metacamera for their 5G plans. So as long as they could find a company whose values align with theirs, this could be a great way to get the expertise needed. Finally, as the Eden Project has a variety of topics that could be potentially asked, including around 4,500 species of plants, it will require a very large data input to allow the chatbot to be as informative as possible and have the ability to answer breadth of questions. To mitigate this, the Eden Project should use a gradual introduction. To identify the most important data they needed to input first, they can create surveys to ask the public opinion of what they would like to know, and then ask staff what they get asked by visitors. Additionally, deep learning chatbots learn from user patterns, and they can help identify which information needs to be added next. Whilst it's hard to quantify the likely impact, it is likely that it will have impacts on several scales. Firstly, on an individual scale, it will allow them to learn more and become better educated on sustainability in the environment. As an organisation, it will help them to meet their educational aims and purpose, as well as allowing them to further expand their reach to all corners of the globe when making it available to online visitors. Finally, on a societal level, if they manage to impact and change the actions of a lot of individuals, this can create small changes in society, and this is ultimately what they're hoping to achieve. To conclude, the Eden Project should look into chatbots as an educational tool as it aligns their values, missions, and their technological plans. Higher engagement and interactivity can help increase learning, and with some precautionary steps, the challenges can be overcome. Finally, it has the opportunity to create widespread impact, meaning they can help create the societal change they want to see through their education. Thank you for listening.